Hi, everyone. My name's Court Chilton, and I'm delighted to be with you today. I am the faculty director for the CFO Leadership Council and MIT Sloan's CFO Accelerator, which is a week-long program designed to help develop the strategic, operating, and innovation acumen of CFOs. And the purpose of this message is just to tell you a little bit about the program and why you might want to think about coming. Part of the way that I do this is to think a little bit about who are you going to be with in terms of the faculty. And we have excellent people who are going to be teaching in this year's program that I'm particularly excited about. The first person I'll talk about, you'll see on the screen here, is Pierre Azoulay. And Pierre's an economist who focuses primarily on innovation and is an expert on disruption and how companies can play both offense and defense in their sectors in the face of disruption from digital-first companies and people who are bringing new technologies to market. The second person I want to mention is a little bit further down on the screen. On the right side is Roberto Rigobon. He's an eminent economist. We usually start with him because he's talking about macroeconomics. He consults to Federal Reserve and finance ministers all around the world. And he's particularly good at talking about when you hear the finance minister or the head of the Fed say X, what does that mean for a small or medium-sized enterprise? He's a super practical and engaging person. So Pierre and Roberto usually lead us off to do day one. And then we come back and we start talking a little bit more about finance from an external point of view, going to the capital markets, for example, things like SPACs and pipes, and Paul Mendy, you can see on the left side of your screen, is an expert in that particular arena as well. By the way, we're showing this to you in this way because we want you to be able to go and, if you wanted to learn more about these people at the MIT Sloan Faculty Directory. So if some of these people sound interesting to you and you want to know more about what they teach and what they're researching, this is a good way to do it. So Paul Mendy is an expert on sort of external market finance, particularly interesting to small and medium-sized companies that are trying to fund their growth. And then we also talk with Antoinette Shore, who is an expert on the internal dimensions of finance and capital structure of the company and how to finance rapid growth, how to finance innovation portfolios that you might have. And she's an expert on that, does work for both large companies and startup companies on these issues around financing innovation. And then the last speaker is me, and I tend to focus on the leadership dimensions and making change happen in an organization, which increasingly CFOs are called upon to lead. And so if you've got technical finance training, but it's been a while since you've thought about yourself as a leader and how to show up in a way that engages the wider organization and making change happen, the sessions that I do on leading change, leading innovation should be useful for you. So we're super excited every year to do this, but we've got some great faculty this year. Hope you can join us.